Because this short video clip is an excerpt from my longer video series, it begins with point 5 and gives you 5 more tactics for taking effective expert witness depositions. Number 5. Another thing to think about in your planning phase is your focused deposition strategy. I mentioned earlier that depositions are two-way streets, and the lawyer may be giving up valuable information if he or she isn't careful. But if you're posturing your case for settlement, you may want to unload your best arguments on the expert in a deposition to show everybody what your side has in reserve. Alternatively, if trial is anticipated, the good lawyer needs to hold back. Depositions are losing propositions for experts by definition. The expert gives up information, they show their hand, they bare their souls. But lawyers can also lose in the expert deposition by arguing, by digging too far into weaknesses in the expert's analysis, by showing the strengths of the lawyer's argument against the expert. If trial is anticipated, good lawyers hold back in the expert deposition. They try to put the onus on the expert without showing any strategies of the case. Too many lawyers just can't resist arguing when they see a soft spot in the expert's analysis. But this only serves to show your hand and educate the expert to be more ready for you at trial. The experienced lawyer knows how to hold back. By focused deposition strategy, I mean, what is your goal? Is it to learn opinions? To box the expert in? To evaluate the strength of the person as a witness, or to explore for weaknesses in the analysis? Give thought to your deposition objective. Don't just have a conversation, and be mindful that you can lose by showing your strategic hand in the deposition. 6. Still in the preparation phase, if your litigation budget will possibly allow it, consider taking a video deposition of the expert's testimony. Video depos are much more intimidating and effective than transcribed depositions. On video, the expert is forced to testify as though it's a trial, with complete and polite explanations of complicated subjects. In a transcribed deposition, the expert can be much more guarded and glib than he can be in a video deposition. Videos are definitely worthy of consideration. 7. Now, before the deposition, get the expert's entire file, including billing records and all correspondence, hopefully a few days ahead of time. Of course, you're going to review the file so you have an understanding of what to expect in the deposition, what you want to carefully inquire about, more on that later, and what the expert's opinions will be. But even if you don't have time to go through the file, put a bunch of Post-it notes on the side of it. That's very intimidating to the expert at the beginning of the deposition. And of course, your preparation will include a little reading and research in the substantive area of the deposition, so you have a general knowledge of the technical area, and talking to your own expert about the subject, the anticipated testimony of the opposing expert, and some information about the opposing expert herself. Number 8, getting right to the beginning of the deposition. In the conversation just prior to the deposition itself, don't give any information to the expert witness about your possible inexperience with this particular subject, or a weakness in your background. For instance, my undergraduate degree is in philosophy, or I've never taken a biomechanical engineer's deposition before. Another minor point, don't disclose your estimate about the length of time the deposition will take. You can say, you're simply not sure until we get into it. There is simply nothing to be gained by giving up any of this information. If anything, it may serve to relax the expert and take some of the pressure off him or her. There is no advantage to your client to doing that. You're in control. Don't give up any of that control with casual comments or small talk just prior to the deposition. Number 9, in your preparation, you'll benefit by thinking of the expert deposition like a law school outline. Your job is to present the blank outline and get the expert to fill it in, complete with the subpoints, the sub-subpoints, and the sub-sub-subpoints. You want to force the expert to present his or her opinion in an organized, understandable manner. In subsequent videos in this series, I'll share strategies and tactics to use during the expert deposition to maximize your effectiveness for the benefit of your clients.
Brian Peter Brinig is an adjunct professor at the University of San Diego School of Law and managing director of the forensic consulting group of CBIZ, a national financial services firm. The strategies and tactics presented in this video presentation are discussed in complete detail in his treatise, Mastering the Art of Expert Witness Testimony, which is available by scanning the QR code on the screen or on Amazon.